tunasema wewe na Bin Safari na kina Rashid kwamba tunafaa tuwatii, tuwafanyie nini, tuwapende, tuonyeshe mapenzi ya dhati, tuwafanyie kila tunaloliweza ili mradi tu tuonyeshe mapenzi. Lakini wakati huo utakuta jumbe zinasema kwamba mimi nifanya yote lakini nikaacha. Je, uone kwamba tumeweza kutembea kitendawili hicho?
Usisusie kikombe kwa sababu hicho. Yellow base, spinach and asparagus together with some butter. Then I'll saute it together and make the puree. Then we have what it goes with the garlic fries, which is a crispy and crunchy, and this it has got a mixture of coriander inside and toast. So the traditional one. So what area does you represent here? Where does the inspiration come from? I'm the last one. So I'm the one who does Ugali most of the time. So my mama used to tell me, don't do what I do. Do it differently. Ugali is Ugali. How it is differently. So I came up and realized you can do this on Ugali spinach without even someone realizing spinach. You eat, at the end is when I can explain to you, you're eating spinach and Ugali. And you're like, okay.
Peter was filmed during his homework under a floodlight in Lodwa town, forced to study this way because his home lacks electricity. Peter's story highlights the economic hardships faced by countless Kenyan learners, shining a spotlight on the daily struggles many students endure as they fight to keep up despite overwhelming church. Let's build the spiritual one first, because the blood. A team of police officers stormed the court in Ruiru to rearrest the accused. During this action, gunfire was discharged within the court precincts despite the absence of any security threat or civil disorder. Her statement continues to read, the JSC has called on all actors within the justice sector to refrain from acts which erode confidence in the institutions charged with the administration of justice. Mukaya stating the use of firearms in a court environment is excessive, unjustified, and an affront to the authority and dignity of the judiciary. Her statement continued to read, the sanctity of the court must be preserved at all costs. The DCP youth leader, Peter Kalanjiro, was arrested in dramatic fashion on Friday, shortly after being released on a bond of 500,000 shillings at the Ruiru Law Courts. Conjuro's mother is visibly distraught in the video recordings of the incident as anti-terror police, armed to the teeth and with the assistance of other officers firing into the air, carted her son away amid screams. Conjuro is one of two Democracy for the Citizens Party youth leaders who were rearrested on Friday shortly after being released by the courts. Conjuro and DCP youth leader Wanjiku Siga were arrested on suspicion of mobilizing youth for the demonstrations that commemorated the first anniversary of the monumental 2024 anti-finance bill protest. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki and other leaders backing the broad-based government have intensified attacks on the opposition, calling for unity to heal the nation. They spoke in Likoni and Jomvu constituencies during Kenya Kwanza fundraising forums, rounding up support for President William Ruto amidst the one-term versus two-term political debate.
Kenya Kwanza politicians on Saturday kicked off another round of economic empowerment initiatives in Mombasa, touring Likoni and Jomvu constituencies. Leaders used the opportunity to surround the opposition, accusing them of sowing seeds of discord across the country. Deputy President Kithure Kindiki, President Aid Farouk Kibet, and National Assembly Speaker Moses Wetangula blasted the opposition, saying they intend on dividing Kenyans by promoting divisive and tribal politics.
Iko grupu ingine ya watu wanazurura hapa wakigawanya taifa la Kenya kwa misingi ya kikabila, kwa misingi ya dini, kwa misingi ya kimaeneo. Rais Ruto amesema wakiwa na Prime Minister Raila Odinga hakuna ubaguzi tena.
Ningeomba na niwasihi tusikubali hata kidogo mtu yeyote, kiongozi yeyote aje hapa Likoni kutuchochea kwa misingi ya ukabila, uchochezi ama siasa za chuki.
Nyinyi mnaambia nini wale wa kabila wanauza ukabila Kenya? Wakome wasikome, waende wasiende.
The leaders accused the opposition of using looted funds to cause chaos.
Hao watu ambao walitoa pesa ambaye sasa wanatumia pesa kwa uchochezi, warudishe ama wasirudishe. Tunajua pesa ilitolewa benki kuu ambayo inaitwa NPK. Na nauliza hao wabunge, yule mbunge ako sawasawa aweke bunge mswada. Mimi katika mswada wangu nataka waelezee wa Kenya zile hela walizochukua zilikuwa pesa ngapi, zilienda kufadhili miradi ya aina gani.
The leaders sustained their attacks on former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, accusing him of failing to unite the country while in office. Kithure Kindiki led the charge as in support for President William Ruto's second term, stating that the Kenya Kwanza administration focused on unlocking key economic drivers in the region.
Wanaleta uchochezi, wanaleta vita, wanaleta maandamano, wanaleta uharibifu wa mali, itafanya sisi tukose watalii. Na tukikosa watalii kwani watoto wetu watakosa kazi.
Tumuunge mkono William Samoei Ruto 2027 arudi kama tamu ya pili, ashikane na Raila Amolo Odinga, waweke usawa.
The Deputy President later toured the Bere North constituency in Embu County, inspecting key development projects.
The pain too raw, the loss too heavy. A young man full of promise, gunned down in his prime. A precious life silenced by a single bullet. Timothy Bwibo will never get to watch his two children grow, never guide them through life, or see them chase their dreams. He was simply at work when chaos erupted in Eldoret City.
Sadisa ananiambia hili huku imekuwa mbaya, mimi nakuja nyumbani. Nikamwambia sawa, wewe kuja nyumbani, si hata sisi tuko nyumbani.
Unfortunately, by the time he alighted at the home bus stop, police were still engaged in running battles with protesters. Timothy was caught in the crossfire and never made it home. The next phone call shattered Chemtai's world.
Ananiambia wewe ni mke ati nikamwambia je niliongeleshwa tu kama ni yeye nikamwambia umeniambia imefika Nyadiru hapa mbona hujafika kwa nyumba akaniambia mama mimi daktari sina kishuhudio.
Wibo was admitted at
In that special report by Brenda Wanga, the Saba
at least reach his dream. On interaction with him, he tells us that he wants to be a doctor.
Peter's determination reflects the resilience of thousands of children in marginalized areas. A powerful reminder of the urgent need for increased investment in education to ensure every learner across the country has an equal chance at quality schooling. Laura Otieno, Citizen TV. 35 years ago, around this time, the wheels of Kenya's push for multi-party democracy began to turn, set in motion by the arrest of prominent opposition figures. Charles Rubia, Kenneth Matiba, and Raila Odinga were detained just days before the historic Saba Saba rally, a demonstration that began in violence but paved the way for the return of multi-party democracy. People are daring to come there. That it was some kind of rebirth. People are looking for a rebirth.